Chapter 10. Allies. Samuel Stoat. What's a misanthrope, Arthur? To Bob. Some bugger who fucking hates every other bugger. Arthur Burns. He's right, Samuel. A misanthrope is one who hates humanity. Samuel Stoat. Is that what we are, misanthropes? Arthur Burns. Good Lord, no. We're a family. Nick Cave. The Proposition OUV infiltrated the institution and are doing fine. Your job and ladder your to success have been secured. You've spent a lot of time on hiding your true nature, but there are occasions when your sociopathic traits can make you popular. This is a short chapter because, let's face it, you're never going to be a people person. That said, here are a few good ways to get allies, because you might need them at times. Spillover. Chicken shit people like to draft behind those who are willing to take most of the blame and leave spoils to those riding in their wake. While many of your inherent traits can be seen as dangerous, irresponsible, and threatening to superiors, to your peers they can provide a lot of exciting cover, which leads to loyalty. This is the deep truth known by mob bosses, corrupt politicians, and the like. Known as the spillover effect, it can be both useful and fun. In his article, Why It Pays to Be a Jerk, writer Jerry Uzim writes, "Spend some time with the of the world, and you're apt to get things you are not entitled to. Life seemed larger, grander. Like the world was a little more at your feet when they were around. This is where you can let loose. People sometimes want the excitement, the dangerous mayhem that psychopaths can offer, as long as they are protected from the consequences and get a share of the spoils." The spillover. Everyone loved the Wolf of Wall Street while he was shedding money on them. Encourage others to pad their expense accounts, while you provide cover if anything untoward comes to light. "Don't worry, I'll take care of it," is something you aren't afraid to say, and that's rare. It allows the more cautious and nervous others to participate in an illicit thrill while you simultaneously absorb their fear. You can take care of it because you have that amazing ability to stay cool while lying through your teeth, unencumbered by social anxieties, fear of being found out, empathy, remorse, or guilt. You can give your team excitement, protection, and spillover benefits they would normally be too scared to collect for themselves. It's a way to make allies through vicarious thrill. Some people like to be friends with assholes, and don't even think about the fact you would throw them to the dogs if need be. Spillover is like the fun cousin of corruption. It requires less power, is not necessarily illegal, and is wonderfully obnoxious. He was an exciting guy. He was really nice. He introduced me to everybody. Everybody wanted to be nice to him, and he knew how to handle it. Karen. Goodfellas, here's another example. Carter was working on a film with an unreasonably cheap and unpleasant production manager who had to approve all expenditures. Carter wanted 12 lights. The production manager said she'd only pay for 6. In response, Carter told his crew, "She's gonna pay the asshole tax." And after the shoot, he let his guys break some of the lights so the damage cost equaled the amount of the original 12-light rental request. This made Carter a hero for getting one over on the production manager, who everyone hated. She had a fit, but couldn't prove anything. Carter enjoyed tremendous goodwill from everyone else for the rest of the shoot.
Tip: when you get in hot water and can't lie your way out of it, minimize the outlandishness of your behavior. Trivialize the situation, understate your role, and remember you can always say, "I was just joking." Here are some other popular characters you can play with your sociopathic strengths. The Jackass. There's no bigger vicarious thrill than seeing Johnny Knoxville get rammed in the nuts by an angry bull. Why? Because he's fucking laughing. If you're willing to do things other people are too scared to do and enjoy it, you will always have fans. The Fixer. A person in corrupt or war-torn locales who gets people, reporters, supplies, or anything else in and out of dangerous places and difficult situations is a fixer. If you can use your fearlessness and calm under pressure to provide cover for someone else, they will revere you. Everyone is grateful for a fixer. The Wisius. Another vicarious thrill some people enjoy is when you're willing to say the things you know they're thinking, but are too rude for them to say themselves. If you're rude first, it paves the way for others. You're the icebreaker. Being a wise ass is greatly assisted by your being funny. That's the kind of Porsche that dentists strive. Steve Jobs, about a lower-end Porsche in the Apple parking lot. Remember this. People are often drawn to transgression and spoils as long as they don't feel in danger themselves. True confessions. Mostly, I would say I have a flexible conscience. Moses Chambers, musician. Los Angeles, California. Create titles and awards. If you don't feel like playing the badass, there are other simple ways to manipulate people into liking you. Once you are in a position of power, creating titles and awards is an inexpensive way to make people happy and proud. And they will like you for it. Michael Korda notes, the organization has an interest in encouraging the natural propensity of men and women towards self-aggrandizement, if only by means of symbolic awards. Company picnics, medals and awards, gold watches, swag, aka participation trophies for adults. Constant title inflation is another symptom of the steady desire for self-aggrandizement. It's a cheap and effective psychic bread and circus, and you should use it. In the 50s, companies started handing out the VP title with abandon. Nowadays, look at the scroll on a movie and you might see as many as 20 credited producers where there used to be one. 50 years ago, Twiggy the super thin supermodel wore a size 8. That same size today is called a 00. Marilyn Monroe's size 12 in the 1960s would today be a size 6. As people got fatter, the clothiers just made the sizes bigger, so everyone could keep feeling good about themselves. There's a steady march of feelings over facts, and people are suckers for it. Stroke their egos and put their weaknesses to work for you.